Oh God, what's happening here? What's all that? Who's selling? Oh, it's not much. I mean, there is someone selling. Look, these are sales and market. It's not crazy selling though. It's on mix. Oh my God, look at this. Some mad idiot. He sold 93,000 tokens of TRVL all the way down to 7 cents. What an idiot. Who did that? That's madness. Why would you do that? Look at this. He sold 24,000 all the way down to 7 cents. This is the wrong way to sell, by the way. If you want to sell, just scale out. Don't just go crazy market selling. That's madness. Don't do that. Just over a period of time, sell small amounts and just average out. You'll get a better average. This is madness. Who did that? Slap him. It's not even a much. But if you look at the other exchanges, you could probably sell. Like, look, if you're going to sell, probably sell on Bybit, because that's where the price is the highest, and at the moment that's where most of the volume is. Maybe KuCoin. There's a bit of selling here. Look, you see these red candles on KuCoin, but the price is being absorbed. Do you see how this MACD is kind of going downwards and the price is going horizontal? And you see how on the CCI here, we're right now in oversold. Look, on this 2-hour CCI, we're in the oversold territory, which is roughly at about 100 minus 167. And the price, look where the price is, it's still at the same place. So we're oversold now, and the price is exactly in the same place. This is called divergence, bullish divergence. Okay. Effectively, what I'm seeing is that the sellers are being heavily absorbed. Have a look at okay. You see on Bybit, the CCI is slightly different. Same time frame. On Bybit, the CCI is heavily bought. You see that? There's a slight difference, but the MACD is kind of saying the same thing. So on the overall range here, the MACD has gone down, which is hidden bullish divergence. The CCI is now back up into the overbought. Let me look at the other ones quickly. This is pretty much, Gate is pretty much the same as KuCoin. Lots of selling, but the price is still in the highs. And look, you see here, this is the same. So actually all three of the exchanges except Bybit are showing hidden bullish divergences at this range. I did quite a good update yesterday. I don't know if anyone saw my update. So if you haven't, it's quite long. Sorry about that. But I think it's definitely worth looking at it. And I go over my ideas for higher prices. And then Alireza Amini asks about my exit strategy, and just quite simply, look, we hit the Bitcoin halving hasn't even happened yet, and right now on TRVL we're trading at about 8.2 cents. Good morning, Shushat. And like, we still have a lot of time. We still have a good part of a year at least to exit. So I'm not looking to exit right now at all. And in my mind, I'm thinking exchange launches. Like, I would like to think that that's the right place if you're looking to exit, and maybe not even exit, maybe even exit is the wrong word. Maybe you could argue that that's a good place to take profit. If you're looking to take profit, I think most people, depending on when it happens, most people will be looking to reaccumulate lower down. It just depends on the timings. Okay, so obviously if you get an exchange launch sometime late next year, it'll be very different to if you get an exchange launch early. But I expect, like with a Binance exchange launch, I expect a 10x just in the launch. So if we're at 8 cents now, just in the launch, I would expect the price to get up to 80 cents instantly. Then you're obviously going to get a little bit of a sell-off, and you're going to get a reaccumulation. This is the monthly time frame, so this time frame is incorrect. But the idea is that's the right place, because that's where you're going to get an injection of volume. So you want to sell when there's high volume and an injection of interest. That's kind of the conditions for selling if you're looking to sell. And as I've explained to people in the past, we've changed the trend. We formed a golden cross back in December, and I'm expecting this trend to continue for the duration of the bull run. And all I'm seeing is that the dips are buy opportunities right now on the local time frame, and also on the higher time frame. The dips will be buying opportunities. That's kind of what I'm imagining. So when I look at the you see, look here on the 3-day chart, we're about to have a golden cross on the 3-day chart. You see that? So this 50 now is powering up. It's going to be probably by next week, we're going to have a golden cross on the 3-day chart. That's a trend reversal signal. Yeah. So we're basically changing the trend on the 3-day chart now. We changed it on the daily time frame back in the end of December. Now we're changing the trend on the potentially on the 3-day time frame. And then let me see the weekly. Well, the weekly we don't have a 200 moving average, but if you look at the weekly 50 moving average, can you see now how it's now turned and it's now starting to point in a slightly upwards direction? So the trend has definitely turned on TRVL, and we are potentially in the lows of the higher time frame. Yeah, and the higher time frame that I'm contemplating is years. I'm not thinking months, I'm thinking years. Okay, if we in this bull market go up, I'm not saying people shouldn't take profit, but potentially you could be forming a really higher time frame trend that continues for years. Okay, so just bear that in mind, that if you're positioned in now in TRVL, well done. You know, you caught the lows. This is, in my mind, this is the lows, and this is the monthly time frame. And I'm not in a rush to exit. Now, I did create a video yesterday where I go over my wave 1 TP strategy, and I think you just have to watch that video and kind of formulate your own idea of what you want to do. But just bear in mind that I wouldn't exit. When you're taking profit, you want to skim, you want to slightly scale down your position. I don't think exiting is a good strategy. And then not unless suddenly you have an injection of volume, then you might think about that. And then the other thing to bear in mind is if you look at the way someone sold on MEX, see these selling, these sales, this is terrible. You don't need to do that. You could set limit orders. At the very least, if someone wanted to sell, yeah, this is what they could have done. I'll show you. Just someone on MEX wanted to sell, right? what they could have done is draw a range, see where the range is, the volume range, okay, and just put your limit orders somewhere lower in this range, and you will fill. Over time you will fill. Yeah, so you could just put your limit orders somewhere here, and over the course of how many days is this now? This is 2.5 days. Over the course of 2.5 days, your orders will fill. Yeah, it won't fill immediately, but it will fill. Okay, and if you want it to fill quicker, then what you can do is you can just sell in small amounts. You can sell like 500 every 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. You can sell in small amounts. Yeah, but this is terrible. Look, someone sold 66,000 in one go. It's not a crazy liquid environment, and I think this is a bad idea. So just be aware of that. And if anything, what people will be doing is they're putting limit orders lower down to catch the price of people selling like that, because that isn't very smart. All right, so have a look at that video yesterday.